Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be reading my April TBR. We have Mansfield Park. I was wanting to read a Jane Austen book soon. I'm excited to read this. Then we have two Rebecca Ross books. First is Dreams Lie Beneath, Haunting the Realm of Asnior. Why do I get on here trying to act like I can pronounce stuff? This is a common theme. Names, places, and things I can't pronounce. Make a list. Don't actually. Clementine understands that her future holds only one thing: taking over for her father's magical territory warden. Every new moon, magic flows down from the nearby mountain into Asnior, bringing nightmares to life. Thus she secretly yearns to study the wild side of magic, reside to the future of protecting her town from its citizens' worst dreams. When two magicians challenge her father for control of his territory, Clementine is forced to change her plans. Century-old secrets begin to rise when she seeks revenge on one of the brothers, and the magic of the new moon seems to be haunting her at every turn. Clementine may need to team up with the handsome young magician to defeat the curse that shadows her land. It's for fans of Caraval. Okay, I like that. So we will see. And I really liked Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows, so I'm excited to see how this one will be. Then we have The Queen's Rising by her. When her 17th summer solstice arrives, Brianna desires only two things: to master her passion and to be chosen by a patron. Passions: art, music, dramatics, wit, or knowledge. Brianna struggled to find hers until she chose knowledge. However, despite years of preparation, Brianna is left without a patron. Okay, alrighty. And Foul Lady Fortune. It is 1931 in Shanghai, and the stage is set for a new decade of intrigue. 4 years ago, Rosalind was brought back from the brink of death, but the strange experiment that saved her also stopped her from sleeping and aging, and allows her to heal from any wound. In short, Rosalind can't die. Okay. We have an interesting selection this month. The first book I'm going to be reading this month is The Queen's Rising. This is the debut novel by Rebecca Ross, and I love Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. I'm interested to see how this one will be. I haven't heard much people talking about it, but because it is her debut, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. The book starts out with our main character being pretty young. I believe she's like 7, and then does a time jump to right before her 17th birthday. She's going to the school to study one of the 5 passions. Little hop in. I think I'm going to sadly DNF A Queen's Rising, or The Queen's Rising. It's kind of very obvious that this is her debut novel. I love Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows, so I wanted to give this one a go. And I did get it back in 2023. And I didn't know really anything going into this. Cozy, slow-paced fantasy, which is kind of hit or miss for me. I honestly just didn't love it at all. And what really did it for me was she meets the love interest when she's a child and he's grown. It jumps quite a bit of years, but he's 8 or 10 years older than her, and he has known her since she was young and grown up. That ew, I hate that. I really can't deal with that. I'm sorry, I can't do that. If they're going to grow up with each other, they better be close in age. What do you mean he's an adult? He's an adult? What do you mean? I think he was 18 and she was a child when they met. And now she's 18 and he's 26 to 28. They don't specify, but Sir, get away. Get away. I hate that. I'm sorry. I can't read it. I can't read it. And I don't like, there's nothing else that's really interesting me enough to continue either way. And then that really just is making my skin crawl. It has crawled away, left my body. So I'm going to have to DNF this, and I don't know what I should start next. I don't know if I should just do another one of her books, Dreams Lie Beneath, because I pulled both of those out of the TBR drawer this month. Lucky me. I really love her writing. In previous books that I've read, I rated those like 4.75 or 5 stars, both of them. And I really have high expectations for River Enchanted. Dreams Lie Beneath is about a girl, I think her father's a warlock, and these wizards come in trying to take over their territory. I got these books back in 2023 because I read Divine Rivals and I loved her writing, so I wanted to get more of her books, but I kind of wish I read the description a little more, because now at this point, these aren't books that I would necessarily pick up or lean towards no matter the author, but I'm gonna try it out. I don't know if I should try to read that one or Foul Lady Fortune next. I don't know. Maybe I'll just try Dreams Lie Beneath. If you didn't know, I've soft DNF'd this book once before. But I was in a reading slump. So I'm not gonna hold that against it. Since I picked out 2 Rebecca Ross books this month, and the first one I didn't enjoy, I'm going to be reading Dreams Lie Beneath. I started this one, and I am more interested than I was in The Queen's Rising, but this one follows Clementine. When her father gets sick, she has to go write down people's nightmares. On her way back home to prepare for the new moon, she runs into wizards who are searching for her father. Where they live is plagued by a curse. So lots going on. So far, I'm interested. I'm not 100% enthralled, but I'm interested enough to keep reading. So we will see how it goes, and I will keep you posted. And then after that, I might read Foul Lady Fortune. And then finally read Mansfield Park. Hey guys, so this is actually going to be my final reading update for this video, because all of this happened in like the past 2 days. So I finished Dreams Lie Beneath, and I actually ended up really liking it. I rated it 4.5 stars. This is what I'm looking for when I'm looking to read a Rebecca Ross book. I don't know. I think The Queen's Rising, my problem was, well, the age gap between the characters. That is going to be a no for me. But it was also her debut novel. Very unique, very whimsical, very magical. After the 2 brothers that are wizards come to claim her and her dad's territory, and while the one brother is taking over her old territory, the other is looking for a partner. She decides that she's going to don a disguise, goes to an interview, essentially, to become the nicer brother's partner in his territory. He talks about being on the hunt for Clementine. The more they spend time together, the more sparks begin to fly. Really liked it. I thought it was very unique. It's a standalone, which I like because everything wrapped up at the end. Good. I like it that way. The curse is that there was a kingdom in the clouds. The whole thing is kind of a mystery. There are these characters that played a role back in that time, ever since the events of that night, including a murder and a curse being placed. When people are plagued with nightmares, those nightmares have the possibility of coming to life every new moon. And then these wardens have to go out and defeat the nightmares, advise people to stay home and lock their doors. There's a card game that children play, and each card has one of these, I believe they called them wraiths. These cards, when playing this game, can then sometimes lead to the people having nightmares. And Clementine starts to realize that there's a common character from the cards that are appearing in people's dreams. Super good. I liked the writing, I liked the characters, I thought the romance was sweet. I liked it. It was very magical, this was pretty good. This was almost perfect. I kind of wish there was more information at the end. Overall, it was a really good read and I would definitely recommend this one. I'd recommend it if you like books like Caraval and Half a Soul. So I'm glad I read this one and gave it a chance after The Queen's Rising. I started Foul Lady Fortune and quickly DNF'd it. I didn't know this was connected to These Violent Delights, which I read and didn't care for all that much. I liked the premise, but the execution just wasn't there for me. And this follows Rosalind and the Scarlet Gang. So I decided to DNF it because I actually don't need to read any more about these characters. I'm actually quite done on that. I read Mansfield Park. This one is okay. Nothing can come close to Pride and Prejudice for me when it comes to Jane Austen's books. I think my ranking as of right now, which maybe I'll do a full ranking once I read all her books, which I haven't yet. So sorry, Queen. Top, Pride and Prejudice. Nothing compares. Then Emma. Then maybe Persuasion. Then Mansfield Park. Then Love and Friendship. That was like stuff she wrote as a child. I still have to read Sense and Sensibility and Northanger Abbey. So once I read those, maybe I'll do a ranking video. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like Fanny. And I didn't like the guy either. I don't even... Edmund. That was his name, wasn't it? Yeah. And they're cousins. Hey, and they're cousins, right? Did I miss that? Like, I know that's not an uncommon thing to happen in this time period, but they're cousins, right? Still bothers me. I know it's different time. Things are different. That's fine. But it doesn't mean I'm gonna like it all that much. But I didn't care for the characters either way, and then they were cousins. Not my favorite female lead from Miss Jane, I will say. But that is all for this reading vlog. Not very much, so sorry, but I did DNF 2 of the books. But the clear winner of this is Dreams Lie Beneath. Rebecca, you had a win and a loss, but let's focus on the positive, and that is this book. Starts wearing a fake disguise. I was like, yeah, this is good. This is good. Has to turn half her heart to stone and guard her emotions. If she lets things affect her, it'll slowly start cracking away and can reveal her identity. So she has to keep a wrap on things or everyone's gonna know who she is. And they're on the hunt for her. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry this is a pretty short reading vlog this month. Barry. Barry, come here. Are you okay, Barry? She got stuck in a Trader Joe's bag. That is too funny. I wish I had it flipped around. She's okay. She just got lost in there. Stuck in a bag. Anyways. The cat's out of the bag! Sorry. I had to. It was right there. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And make sure to come back because I would love if you joined me. And I'm going to be doing a video reading your guys' book recommendations soon. So make sure to comment down below a book that you read and loved this month. I want to know what you're reading. Also tell me if you read a book that you really didn't like because that's also interesting. And hey, maybe I have read it and disliked it too. And we can chat about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.